Chapel doors crashed open mid-vow. My groom dropped my hands and grabbed his jacket. He was leaving. This time I had learned how to play the victim. Arabella, she's in trouble. I have to go, he said, his voice urgent, his eyes devoid of a single shred of guilt for the woman he was about to leave at the altar. A hush fell over the cathedral. Every guest, every powerful figure from the city's underworld, turned to stare. In my last life, this was the moment I stopped him, forcing him to finish the wedding. Isla died in childbirth, along with their son. He never even got to say goodbye. For that, he hated me. He locked me away in a gilded cage, a sunless villa where I became his prisoner. And when it was my turn to give birth, he smiled and told the doctors to remove a bullet from one of his men first, leaving me to bleed out on a cold operating table. This life, I would make sure everyone knew that the Vances had betrayed me first. This life, Lucian Vance would pay for his choice. Mr. Vance, it's an emergency. Miss Isla is in labor and the doctors say it's a difficult birth. They said you have to come now. A young woman with a perfectly made-up face burst into the ceremony, interrupting us. She fell to her knees, tears streaming down her face. Mr. Vance, please, you have to save Miss Isla. She's carrying your child. I ripped the veil from my head. Lucian, who is Isla? And why is she saying she's pregnant with your child? I let my voice tremble, my face a mask of shock and devastation. The guests immediately turned their sympathetic gazes upon me. The whispers started again. Poor Arabella. Her wedding isn't even over and her husband's mistress is giving birth. Lucian shot me an impatient look. Arabella, it's my child. I can't let her die. I'll explain later. He turned to leave again. Wait. I stepped in front of him. Today is our wedding day. You're going to leave me at the altar for another woman, in front of all these people? What does that say about the Stanton family's honor? If you already had someone you loved, why didn't you say so? Why did you wait until our wedding day to humiliate me? A Stanton woman does not have to beg to be married into the Vance family. Lucian shoved my hand away. I'm not refusing to marry you, but this is a matter of life and death. I can't just ignore it. My eyes reddened, and a single tear traced a perfect path down my cheek. But this alliance was set in stone by our families. The invitations have been sent, the contracts signed. If you walk out that door right now, this union is void. You can explain that to our parents tomorrow. My tears began to fall like broken pearls. I would make sure the entire world knew that Lucian Vance and the entire Vance family had wronged me. Lucian's parents, their faces burning with shame from the surrounding gossip, finally stepped in. Lucian, stop this nonsense. Today is your wedding day with Arabella. You can't just walk out. Get back here and finish the ceremony, his father commanded. The young assistant fell to her knees again. Sir, madam, Miss Isla is carrying the Vance family's first grandson. Can you really be so heartless? Mr. Vance, she followed you without a title or a name, willing to bear your children. Are you really going to let her die? Lucian echoed her plea. Father, mother, that's your grandson. Can you truly stand by and do nothing? He then turned his cold eyes back to me. Since this is a family alliance, the marriage is inevitable. Why the rush? Or is the precious Stanton daughter that desperate to marry into the Vance family? It's a bit pathetic, don't you think? His tone softened slightly. Arabella, I know you're a reasonable woman. Once you're Mrs. Vance, I'm sure you and Isla can learn to get along, can't you? A bitter laugh escaped my lips. Lucian, you and I are not yet married. This ceremony is not complete. I have no intention of playing sisters with your mistress. I threw my bouquet to the ground. If you insist on saving her, I won't stop you. But the alliance between our families cannot be jeopardized.